Alright, so today we're going to be looking at how to get your own little VTuber version of the Sen model, kind of like what I have here in the bottom right corner of my screen. There's different software that does this. There's a lot of different types. We're going to be using what's called a VRM file. It's, I believe, a Japanese format. So really the only thing that you're going to need is this Sen VRM file. This is a tutorial one that I'm making, but there's one built into the package and you can also customize it as much as you want, which we'll explain in the later parts of this video. So to actually use this file, you're going to need to have something to use it with. I really suggest VSeeFace. VSeeFace is free. It works pretty well for the most part. A little weird to set up when you first try and do the transparency and stuff, but it does work. So there's a download package here. There's a download in a mirror. Alright, so then once you've downloaded that and installed it, then you could open up VSeeFace. It's going to have this little opening screen with some information with your camera and microphone and that kind of stuff. I had to turn off my avatar to be able to show you this. Click on Add Avatar and then click on the VRM file that you've got. Go find it. It's going to take a minute for it to load, and then it's going to pop up with all the information for your avatar and have them in this like straight up and down pose. Click on Start, and then it's basically done and working. It's a little hard to explain all the features of this, but at this point, basically, you're ready to go. I believe you can move him around, zoom in and out, and set them to whatever you'd like to make them look like. The two large arms are actually controlled by VSeeFace, so you can actually pose them or even have them use hand tracking and things like that in here. There's a lot of different options within VSeeFace that kind of go beyond the scope of this tutorial. But really the big thing was trying to get this guy into here. If you'd like to see how to get this into a webcam or get him with a like a green background so you can clip it out and put it in streams, look up the VSeeFace tutorials. Those will cover that. This was just how to get this avatar into VSeeFace or other similar software. Alright, in the meantime, we'll catch you around. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get a copy of Unity. So this is Unity Hub. In order to get Unity Hub, you want to go to this page here. Unity 3D, get Unity, download Unity Hub. Install that, and then you'll have this. And next thing you want to do is go to Installs and click on Add. And then you would select the version that you want to get. For Uni VRM, which is the kind of like extension manager that we're going to be using, it currently recommends using 2019 and LTS, so anything that's the newest 2019, but which is right now it's going to be 2019 4.30 F1. That's the best version right now, but that will change depending on which LTS version is the currently supported version. So next thing you want to do is go collect all the pieces that you'll need. So you'll definitely need to have the Sen VRM files that we have from our download page on Gumroad. That's one of the first things. That's got all the files for the avatar and everything. But the next thing you need is these other two files, which are located from this GitHub page. So GitHub, if you type in uni VRM, UNI VRM, you'll eventually get to this page here. It has two download packages. The first one is the shaders, the second one is the actual UniVRM file, and they really do call out, you need to install this one first and this one second, so we'll be doing that throughout the process here. So those are all the things you'll need. You'll have all three of those files here. So next thing you want to do is create a new project. So we're going to create a new project with 2019 4.30 F1. Call this Sen VRM tutorial. Okay, when it's loaded up, the first thing you want to install, according to their page, is the shaders. So this Uni GLTF VRM shaders, put that in first. So just drag and drop it down in there. A lot of stuff in here. I recommend just clicking all and then clicking import. It's going to pop this up. So it's telling you that the project settings needs to be changed to from gamma to linear, so just click on use recommended. And then it'll say thank you. Okay, close out of that. Next thing you want to do is drag in the UniVRM. which once again, click all and import. Then you want to import the actual Sen model. So Sen VRM006 is the current version right now. That'll change, the last number will change. And on this one, just click on all, import. Alright, so when that's done, all the files are here now, but you have nothing in your scene. So you'll need to go to the Sen avatar, Sen VRM, drag this up into the scene. Alright, you'll notice he's in a strange T-pose. This is posed differently than in VRChat because you have to have the smaller arms pre-posed where you want them. If you want to change that pose, you just change it here. As far as modifying this file, there really isn't much to it. You're welcome to change the dynamics if you'd like, change the textures. If you want to change the textures, it's just like with VRChat. You would go to Materials, make some new materials, and then drag those up into your body object here. So replace these two here. You can also change the model if you want, whatever you want to do. But to actually generate the VRM file out of this, it's a little different than VRChat. So at the top here, there is a new button, this the VRM and UniGLTF. There is an exporter here, this button here, and it's going to yell at you for a few things right away. So you have to fill in a title. It's really silly that you have to do this, but you do. So test sen 006, author Voxian. And then it stops yelling at you and you can actually upload it. In here, there's actually some other buttons you can do where you can check the mesh to make sure it actually exists. You can check the blend shapes to make sure the blend shapes actually work, and you can apply them. So you can change it to or whatever, and it'll do it just to make sure it's functioning right. And then these export settings, I just leave them all on default, but you can change these if you'd like. But then you just click on this export button down here. Well, make sure all of your settings here are correct. So, who can use it? You can use violent sexual acts and stuff like that with it. I leave it on default, just export. It'll tell you that it wants to send that to a file somewhere. So I'm just going to call it senvrm tutorial, and I'm going to throw it on my desktop just for the heck of it. It's actually pretty quick. So that file is actually done right here. So it's already created the VRM file and all the supporting files. Alright, so at that point you're basically ready to get it into VSeeFace. Have fun.